So what do you think?
But I think you'd have to make sure that it was placed somewhere where a barn swallow would use it. So I really think the marsh edges are your best bet. So if even like near the platforms, possibly, somewhere where it's really got to be open, or over here along the golf course side of the property. And there's this little field in here, which you might try.
So I
But
think these three along here,
Yeah.
one here, and then maybe one on either side of the
Yeah,
field.
but I think you're going to move them out further, so like right on the edge, they're out of the woods. And I don't know if that's an issue.
Yeah,
Chris, for-
no, the edge you might be able to put it.
The problem is just the marsh.
Right.
It's sitting in the marsh.
Yeah, you can't, and without a permit to go pound the poles in the marsh, that would be a problem.
The other option would be to look at birds that would be in these areas and change the design of your box a little bit to suit something else that would also eat insects, but that would be more likely to use a nest box that was in a, a more densely wooded area, stick to the same stuff. The materials would be very similar,
Right.
but your
About
your
more
box
close
construction might change a little bit. Did you get this online?
Yeah.
The designs, yeah, because they have designs for lots of different kinds of birds. So there may be a bird that would be better suited to these locations that you might, like a chickadee box.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, don't be discouraged by that.
they're gonna really like white
Open,
and stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, what we want you to do is, the nest box idea is a good idea. There's all kinds of boxes, and we don't want you to spin your wheels and build something that's not gonna be utilized. That's why I want to know if you look up the life history. What you might want to do is, I mean, there are things that nest around the marsh, there are things that nest in the sanctuary there that you could, build other kinds of boxes.
Right.
Propose the same number of boxes, different kinds of boxes, or.
I actually think you could do tree swallow boxes
Yeah, you could do tree swallow.
on that interior field
Okay.
or on the edge of the marsh. They wouldn't be too much different, and you might be more likely to get more things to the buck.
There are a number of boxes in the kit, right, Marsh? I don't know how they do. I've never really checked them out.
Somebody put more boxes out there in March.
They're derelict or what?
Well, it seems to
Similar
be-
to the trees.
I don't think they've been there that long, so they probably,
How about tree swallow boxes? It would be very similar, so tree swallow boxes are gonna be, they're gonna look more like this. They're gonna be kind of a solid box, and then just with a hole cut in, so they go in and then there's an open area inside.
Okay.
So very similar, probably extremely similar supplies. They just wouldn't have the open front. It would actually be a closed front with a hole in it. But the materials would probably be
Right.
not much different at all.
I'm talking about something that's like a bluebird.
Yeah,
Sort of
like a bluebird box,
yeah.
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 Will attract tree swallows as well.
Yeah. I mean, we can discuss the project, we can certainly approve the concept and the project itself, and then, whatever box you use, that's not a problem. I think. But you want to build something that's going to be utilized.
So maybe I should just change.
I would, the write-up can be pretty much the same if you're still shooting for, for insect control, which is a good thing.
Yep.
Change it to tree swallows and other birds that might utilize a tree swallow box.
And what about maybe just moving, if you moved those three boxes into the perimeter of the field, maybe move this one out to the edge, or there's that little like grassy area right on the opening there.
Right.
And maybe just move these just out a little bit so that they're facing kind of an open area. Even if they're in the shrubs, they're sort of facing out. I think you'd probably have much better success.
Sounds good.
And I don't think you need to have 4x4s. You can save some money there. If you use a pressure-treated 2x4, 4x4 is big.
4x4 is big.
It's
You
a
probably
big-
could use a 2x4.
I mean, we had bluebird boxes over there at one time with like 2x2s.
Yeah.
And those were fine for a while. The problem is they were a little flimsy, but I think you could use pressure-treated 2x4s.
Okay.
And they're easy to mount, and then you got a flat surface, put the box on. Use sheet or something.
Birds are light, that's the good thing. They don't weigh much.
Yeah, the big thing with the boxes too is the ventilation hole at the top, somewhere up underneath an eave or something.
Yep.
And the other thing is somehow you can get the lid off easily so that you can clean them.
It may have been the same place that you found these, but if you just go online
Yeah.
and Google tree swallow boxes, you'll be able to come up with those same
Yeah.
box plans. It'll give you
Sounds good.
dimensions and things.
And they will even give you parameters located. I mean, Carol told you is correct, but you know, you can read about it and read about the tree swallow itself, but there's lots of tree swallows around.
Yeah.
When they come in huge waves.
I think that'd be, you'd be more likely to be successful for, yeah.
Do you have a plan for monitoring afterwards to see which ones are being used?
I do. I mean, I was gonna just do it, not really record it, you know, but, it kind of stinks that I'll be at the Scouts in June, you know, but, I do plan on doing that. Maybe becoming a junior leader in the Scouts and maybe even doing, actually, we were thinking about doing a hike through there soon, you know, and just seeing what it was like.
Well, you know what we really need is some trail work in there too. We desperately need trail work. I was in there the other day, there's a lot of trees that are down.
Yeah.
If you're interested in incorporating that as a part of your project,
Yeah.
that would be, I mean, you
It'd be a
can,
good service project for the troop,
all right,
something I can,
if you want to look at that as a service project in addition to this as your Eagle Scout project, and
Yeah.
sort of combine them together,
yeah.
and you could supervise, you know, the actual service project. Which that can be done.
Shameless plug, Chris.
Did they-
Shameless
No. Eagle Scout project is supposed to be above and beyond the call of just about any project you can do. I mean, we're talking about big projects.
So Google that bird.
So, you know, I would feel, put it this way, I would feel much more comfortable with box project and some trail maintenance work as part of the project, because then you could actually supervise the other scouts that you get in there.
Yep.
And there is some work to be done there. I was in there the other day, there's a lot of stuff that came down with windstorms, so
Right.
there's some necessary work that can be done. So I could go over and walk that with you and show you. So if you wanted to just add this to your project, as in addition, you're gonna do some trail maintenance work and the box installation. That to me would be an adequate Eagle
On
Scout
one
project.
side, you can put the boxes in and.
Yeah, you're not, I mean, you've got plenty of time. You're not short on time, as long as you got the time to get things approved properly. But that's what I would do. I'd write this up as the project to do the boxes.
Yep.
Change them to tree swallow boxes. Look at locations. We could even, you know, tell you whether we think they're good locations after you pick them again, based on what Carol said.
Okay.
And then I can walk over there with you and we can look at the trail and say, this is what needs to be done. And you can just get a group of scouts, and maybe the same ones that help you put the boxes up.
Right.
Because they're not going to take long to put up, especially if you're going to put post hole digger and put them in the ground.
Yeah.
I would think putting the boxes up and doing a little bit of trail work. That would give you a manageable project, which would be much more Eagle Scout. I was worried the box project wouldn't be quite enough.
Yeah.
For an Eagle Scout, yeah, for an Eagle Scout, this is a big deal. I mean, think about what other Eagle Scouts have done, this is a big project, you need something that's really worthy of Eagle Scouts, and I think that would be. Does that sound reasonable to you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, and this, you've got time to do it.
Yep.
And,
All right, well,
He's such an expert. Oh my God.
I've done so much trail work over there. But, now, why don't you write something out, change this,
revise it up a little bit.
go into, do you know what, you got, you wrote some notes somewhere else, you got, so you know what you're gonna.
I'm gonna change the box, the whole box design.
Yeah,
Barn swallow.
read up about the barn swallows, the box.
Yep, change it to tree swallows, and then
Tree swallows, right, look at
change the
the,
rating materials, and then the mapping of where to
yeah, the locations Carol mentioned, right?
Yep,
And then you can do some trail maintenance work and, you know,
that's good.
pick your locations.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any other questions or comments?
What about a plexiglass window in there?
Yeah. So what we will want at the end will be a report with how many boxes are, where they're located, and what we've done. That's part of your follow-up from the Eagle Scout project.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, does anybody have any other questions?
When I'm done revising, should I contact you?
Yeah, why don't you just, you know,
Okay.
you can drop a set of plans off or your proposal off, okay?
All right.
And I can run it by everybody. If you have it on the computer, just email it to me.
Okay.
And then
That's good.
I can email it to everybody here and they can look at it if you want.
Awesome.
Can I get a motion from somebody that we approve his Eagle Scout project as we discussed?
I would be happy to move that we approve Tom's Eagle Scout projects with the revisions we discussed.
Second.
Second, okay. Any other discussion? Right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, I'll share that up, give that to me, and it's the other thing to remember that we do have, see what you can do about, raising whatever funds you need, or
Yep.
getting donated, whatever you
Right.
can get donated. And if you come up short, don't not do it. Okay?
Uh-huh.
We have funds within the trail program, you've seen the trail guides around, where you get the
Yeah.
picture.